So in the oversight, what is the role of civil society organizations like the ACLU, and what tools do you have to perform that oversight?
We use multiple tools in order to enhance the oversight that the public has and that we're seeking the other branches of government to provide. So, for example, we have sued for information under the Freedom of Information Act, and through that work we've been able to obtain thousands of pages, tens of thousands of pages of information about the torture program. We've also sued for information about the FBI's activities and revealed, for example, that it was mapping minority communities on the basis of crude stereotypes. When abuses occur, we go to the courts on behalf of the victims of those abuses. And we also conduct advocacy with the legislative branch in order to ensure more effective oversight.
Can you talk about a couple of the cases where you've had some success?
One recent success that we have had is in our case challenging the procedures for the no-fly list. The no-fly list is part of a vast watch listing system that the FBI is in charge of. Our concerns about this watch listing system is that it is bloated and it is broken. It is bloated because far too many people are added to it based on spurious information, and it is broken because people who are in the watch list have no meaningful way to clear their names. We then sued on behalf of 13 US citizens who had been wrongly placed on the watch list. They knew that they were on the no-fly list because government officials in many cases told them so. At least 3 of our clients were told by FBI agents that if they became informants in their community, they would be able to get off the watch list. Now, if you take the no-fly list as a legitimate existing entity, the idea that the FBI would use coercion to keep people on or off the list undercuts the entire logic of the enterprise. Fortunately, a court agreed with us that the government's claims of excessive secrecy about watch listing status in the no-fly context and the government's arguments for judicial deference could not stand, and that the no-fly list procedures violated the Constitution's guarantee of procedural due process. We hope that this decision serves as a wake-up call for reform of the entire no-fly list procedures in the watch listing system as a whole, and we're going to advocate to ensure that it does.
And we actually know from a couple of cases where actual terrorists did slide through the cracks that even though we have this massive watch list that does impact innocent people, it doesn't actually always work effectively as a security mechanism.
That's right. I mean, obviously we're concerned, and our primary purpose is to ensure that people's rights are protected. But hand in hand with people's rights being protected is the need for effective security measures. And when people are added to a watch list based, for example, on religion or observance of religion or travel to particular countries without evidence of actual wrongdoing or information or intelligence about wrongdoing, then what ends up happening is that actual threats based on people who have carried out steps that indicate wrongdoing go uninvestigated.